Well, anime fans, welcome to another episode of Mr. Anime Reviews. And today must be all about randomness, because I have the fence board in the background. That's random, right? Sure is, because today we're reviewing XL Saga. Now, what's good about XL Saga? Well, let me think about it. What's not good about XL Saga? It's a big satire, parody thing. I mean, even on Anime News Network, it even classifies it as a parody. Koshi Rikto actually wrote this thing. The original manga he wrote. Hilarious guy, apparently, because he appears at the beginning of every episode.
I, Koshi Rikto, hereby give my permission to make the XL Saga anime into a B-movie action flick.
And anyone who talks like that is probably trying to be funny, or they're very, very retarded. So, XL, what's there to say about her? She's insane. In fact, she's got ADDHDD. She is so crazy and talks so fast it's impossible to keep up with her. Well, you can keep up with her because the English language voice actor doesn't play XL as much as, well, as good as I wish that she would.
But I don't care about that! I just want to get back to Lord Il Palazzo as soon as possible!
Il Palazzo? The junior officer is Hyatt, and she is XL's partner in crime. XL and Hyatt work for this man, Lord Il Palazzo. He has a mysterious group called Across that want to take over the world. By mysterious, what's not mysterious about them? They're crazy.
I charge you with the task of finding her.
Hail Il Palazzo!
This guy has recruited these two young ladies to take over the world for him. They're not even competent enough to tie their shoes. And this guy's a moron. And then there's this guy that works for the Department of City Security, Diamari. Does he look like someone that you would want in charge of security? So more about Across, a secret organization that wants to take over the world, led by Lord Il Palazzo. That doesn't sound like a good idea, but it sounds like a great premise for a pretty solid and funny show. So how about the humor? How does the humor deliver? Well, the comedy works well. A friend of mine named Julie suggested that this anime is the kind of comedy that you can only want to bear so often. Basically, you can only have so much of this medicine at a time.
Rutabaga.
Apricot omelet.
Treacle tart.
Toadstool.
Lasagna.
Anchovy.
Yak.
Kelp.
And I agree with her. I think you have to watch XL Saga in more short-term based sit-downs, if I can put it that way, rather than watch all the episodes at one time. You might leave yourself screaming and ripping your hair out if you do. Other than that, the music in XL Saga is something I think you will all enjoy. The intro is hilarious. Like, I was like, ah, ha, ha. And the ending gets me just as ha, ha, ha. Speaking of randomness,
Is this the end for Excel?
XL Saga is extremely random. Most likely one of the most random mainstream shows you will ever run across. And by mainstream, I mean decently, because most people have heard of the show. What else can I say about XL Saga? The story is insane. Each episode basically is something new and something insane and crazy that somehow mocks parentically and is laughable at. Each episode is out there. And then there's a weird guy named Pedro who always cries about his sexy wife. Am I not making any sense? Go watch XL Saga and I'll make plenty of sense by the time you get done with it. But remember, watch it in more than one sitting, or you'll kill yourself with rusty barbed wire. Now we can get to the dubs. So how are the dubs in XL Saga? Decent. Decently decent. The Japanese dub, which I believe is better in this case, and usually is in shows. Hey, I am only 40 miles from ADV. If they hear this, they might drive an armored car through my garage. Now, the voices are decent for the English dub, but the Japanese ones are real funny. XL just sounds unbelievable in Japanese. Unbelievable. It's almost better when you can't quite understand what she's saying and you have to read subtitles. Because when you can understand what she's saying when she talks a million miles a minute like she does,
Major stepkid sisters out with completely matured armpits. Do you recall that day after school when you snuck into the classroom?
whenever she's just going, you know, if you can understand it, it's kind of like, it'd be funnier if I couldn't understand it, because then it sounds like a bunch of useless fucking jabber, and that makes me laugh. XL Saga, I think this might be the show for you random goers out there. If you're not a random goer, you might want to stay away from this one, because this is a catchy disease. XL Saga, 7.5 out of 10.
It's Navishing!